Hello. This is really blowing my mind right now. Damn. Good morning. We are on chapter 6 called Tick Marks. I am having technical technical difficulties. I wanted to start at 3 o'clock, but for some reason the stupid ass chat box was in the way. I couldn't press go live. It was literally just almost broke this shit. Like I'm like so frustrated right now. I'm very frustrated. Shit. Hey crazy. God. I was literally throwing a fit about to cry because I could not start the shit. It pissing me off. Literally want to break all of this shit right now. Goodness. I wanted to start at 3 o'clock. But anyway, we're here now. So hello. Ooh. What's that? Mm. Okay. Alrighty. So what am I gonna? Yeah, of course. Um. Okay. So this chapter that we are going to read, Glennon describes her struggle with control, specifically how she used tick mark, how she used mark tallies on her calendar every day. She didn't drink alcohol or binge. So it's basically about control. I'm very curious to see what this chapter is about. Crazy. How do I sound? How do my mic sound? Uh, am I even on the right mic? But anyway, um, she reflects on how her worth was tied to those marks, but also how limiting and exhausting that was. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alrighty. These tick marks basically tallies or whatever. These tick marks became her proof that she was good or and in control of herself. So I'm guessing what that means is um she based her self-worth off of other people's opinions of her. So let's see what she's talking about in this chapter. So we are on the book on the chapter 6, tick marks. This is episode 7 of Free Your Mind Sunday, and we are going to begin. Let me turn some of the music up a little bit. All right. It's my senior year of high school, and I still haven't been nominated to homecoming court. Homecoming court is made up of the 10 most popular students in each grade. Those 10 will dress up and ride in convertibles in the homecoming parade. Dress up and walk the field at halftime. Dress up and walk the halls wearing the homecoming court sashes. Homecoming is high school fashion week. And the rest of us will watch the members of the court walk the runways from our places in the shadows. Our teachers pass out ballots in English class and instruct us to vote for the students who should ascend to court. Each year we vote in masse for the same 10 golden ones. We all know who they are. It feels like we were born knowing who they are. The golden ones stand together in a close circle, like the sun in the hallways, at the football games, at the mall, and in our minds. We are not supposed to look directly at them, which is difficult because they have shiny hair and their bodies are alluring, alluring lights and radiant. None of them is a bully. Bullying would require paying far too much attention and exerting far too much effort. They are above and beyond that. Their job is to ignore the rest of us, and our job is to judge ourselves against the standards they set. Hmm, I think it's getting a little cozy. We warming up here. I'm starting to see where it's going. Our existence makes them golden, and their existence makes us miserable. Yet we vote for them year after year because the rules control us even at the privacy of our own desk. Vote for the golden ones. They have followed directions perfectly. They are what we are all supposed to be. So they should win. Fair is fair. Hmm. I am not golden, but the golden one's light reflects on me just often enough that I am tinged. They invite me to their parties occasionally, and I go. But when I get there, they don't talk to me much. I assume I'm there because they need some ungold around in order to feel their goldness. Yeah, that's exactly what they need you there for. They only invited you so that you can fill in the space. But when you get to the party, they ain't gonna, you're gonna be like a stranger to them. They're not even gonna acknowledge you because they need you. They need people to be lower than them so that they can feel high. So sometimes when you get invited to places, it ain't because you're the cool one or because they value you or like you. It's because they just need some lame so they can feel more superior than you. So let's get started. Okay. um I am not golden, but the golden one's light reflects on me just often enough that I am tinged. They invite me to their parties occasionally and I go, but when I get there, they don't talk to me much. I assume I'm there because they need some ungold around in order to feel their goldness. Goldness requires contrast. So when they stand in circles at football games, they let me join their circle, but they don't talk to me there either. I feel terribly uncomfortable, left out, and ridiculous in those circles. I remind myself that what is really happening in the circle doesn't matter. What matters is what people outside of the circle perceive to be happening there. That makes sense. See, the most popularist people, they're only popular because the lames are making you popular, or the lame people that you consider lame, they're putting you on a pedestal. So you treat them like crap when they're the ones putting you on the pedestal. So a lot of times people, that power that they have, that popularity, that power they have is controlled by the people who's putting them on the pedestal. They wouldn't be as confident as they was if these same people didn't put them on this pedestal. It's the people that got you feeling the way that you feel. So that's why I'll be saying sometimes, be careful because the confidence, popularity, confidence is not, it don't compare to the confidence that you get on your own, the confidence that you built up in yourself. That confidence nobody can take away from you. But the confidence that you get from popularity, that can be snatched away from you just by somebody ignoring you. Once these people that think that put you on this pedestal, once they stop paying attention to you and putting you on that pedestal, your confidence is going to cease to exist. Cease to exist. So understand that you need to work on yourself. Don't rely on other people to make you feel good. You need to feel good by yourself. What matters is what people outside the circle perceive to be. perceive to be happening there. What matters is not what is real, but what I can convince others is real. What matter is not how I feel inside, but how I appear to feel on the outside. How I appear to feel will determine how others feel about me. What matters is how others feel about me, so I act like someone who feels golden. I mean that works. You know, you put yourself on a pedestal. People gonna put you on a pedestal. You act like you are the shit, and people gonna see that. Some people gonna take it the wrong way. Some people gonna think you all that, and some people gonna take offense to your confidence. Some people will embrace it. So you really have just do you. Your people gonna talk anyway. It really doesn't matter. So okay, let me hurry up because this laptop is finna die. I thought it charged it, but I come home, it wasn't charging at all the whole fucking time I was at work. So we're gonna try to get through this and make this a little quick. Okay. Anyway. Um by mid-September, the buzz of homecoming preparations has reached fever pitch. We've just cast our ballots and the winners will be announced in sixth period. I'm in student government class, and our job is to count the votes. My friend Lisa is pulling ballots out of a box, one at a time, and reading the names aloud while I tally the votes. She calls out the same names again and again: Tina, Kelly, Jessa, Tina, Kelly, Jessa, Susan, Jessa, Susan, Tina, 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 and then Glennon, a couple more. Glennon, Glennon. Lisa looks at me, raises her eyebrows, and smiles. I roll my eyes and look away, but my heart pounds in my chest. Holy shit. They think I'm golden? I can see that I can see that the ballot box is almost empty, but the votes are close and I could make it. I could make it. I need just two more votes. Make two more marks next to my name. Tick, tick. Lisa and I count the votes. I have been nominated for homecoming court. I am now a girl who, even when she's 44 years old, can roll her eyes and mention offhandedly, well, I was on the homecoming court. Others will roll their eyes too, high school. But they will also register, you were golden, golden. You were golden. Golden is decided early and it sticks. When somehow, even when we are grown and know so much better, so much more, once golden, always golden. You better think that about yourself. You had better think that about yourself. Okay. For more than a decade, I have written and spoken openly. Wait. Yeah. Oh, for more than a decade, I have written and spoken openly about addiction, sex, infidelity, and depression. Shamelessness is my spiritual practice. Yet I have never admitted to committing high school voter fraud. What? she I didn't catch that the first time I read it. To anyone but my wife. When I told her that I'd finally written this story, she winced and asked, "Are you sure, babe? Are you sure you should tell that one?" I think what makes this story unforgivable is the desperation. It's the wanting, the caring so much. If one cannot be golden, then one must pretend that one does not want to be. It's so uncool, so terribly uncool to want to belong so badly that you're willing to cheat for it. But I did. I rigged an election trying to be golden. I spent 16 years with my head in a toilet trying to be light. I drank myself. I drank myself numb for a decade trying to be pleasant. I've giggled at I've giggled at and slept with assholes trying to be touchable. Excuse me. Trying to be touchable. I've held my tongue so hard I tasted blood. Trying to be gentle. I've spent thousands on potions and poisons trying to be youthful. I have denied myself for decades trying to be pure. I think we all go through this. This is a very, very important chapter because, boy, I think we all go through this bullshit. Okay. Okay, so the tick marks in this chapter, they symbolize control, but they also represent a prison. You know, we put ourselves in this box of what society told us that we should be, and we keep ourselves in that. I need you to understand, society don't run shit. Society does not run shit. Just because majority of people operate away, don't mean you have to operate that way. You can step into your own power, do your own thing. And if it, I'm telling you, you do your own thing, people are going to catch on and they're going to want to hop on the trend as well. You are a trendsetter if you want to be. Are people going to acknowledge that you're a trendsetter? No. Hell no, they're not going to acknowledge that. But they will continue to watch. They definitely going to continue to watch. So, anyway. So, like I said, though, the tick marks that she was tallying herself, it represents control, but it also represents prison. Prison. Instead of instead of living freely, Glenning was living for the mark. So she was living to please everybody else. You know, she was living for the opinions. If other people's opinions wasn't good about her, then she didn't feel good about herself, which a lot of us go through, because really your other people's opinions should not matter. You should automatically know you are the shit. You should automatically know that you know yourself better than anybody. You know all the stuff that you've been through. So who the fuck are they to tell you about you when you know you better than them? You've been in your body for what, 30 plus years? What you had to tell them? What you had to tell them? Let us know. But like I was saying, it's really all in your mind. A lot of times our mind really be having us fucked up. Your life could be fucked up just by the way you think. Because you're gonna, based off the way you think, you're gonna operate a certain type of way. And if you think negatively all the time, you're just gonna always do the who is Shawty that be saying yeesh? Don't do not compare me to her. Don't compare me to her. Do I sound like her now? Do I sound like her now? But anyways, like I was saying, anyways, but like I was saying, you just really, really, really have to you really, really have to let me stop. Oh my God, thank you for the smiley faces and the laughs. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hundreds. Oh my God, the hundreds and the hearts. Oh my God, I really appreciate it. Okay. External validation. Glennon realized she was measuring her success by something outside of herself. A tally, not true healing. Yes, so I feel like we all do. We all measure our value based off of everybody else. Because this person who's a popular person think I'm ugly, that means I'm ugly because their opinion. See, that's the thing. If you value somebody's opinion, then that's the only way that their words and their opinion can move you or make you feel a way. You have to value that person's opinion. If you don't value their opinion, then it shouldn't fucking matter. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, you know? So I honestly, girl, hold on. No, she Alvin and the Chipmunks. I used to be Theodore. My sister right under me, she used to be Alvin. No, my sister under me, she used to be the blue one. And my other sister used to be the red one, Alvin. I forgot. Is Theodore the short one? So what's the one in the blue? I forgot his name. I think he's Theodore. So what's the small one? What was his name? That was me. Because he had on green and green was my favorite color. But girl sounded like it hurt to say that. It hurt to say what? Was that sarcasm a little bit? But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so a, a lot of times we just damn. Don't look for validation outside of yourself because if you looking for validation outside of yourself, you open the door to become depressed because then you care more about what other people say rather than yourself about you. You know you better than anybody knows you. So don't allow nobody to tell you about you. Okay? This showed how people often use external systems such as diets, calendars, approval to prove worth. We do. Um Example, we definitely do. I mean, I feel like I'm saying the same shit cuz it's like, yeah, just only care about your own opinion. It's okay to care about others' opinions, especially if you're doing the same thing as others. But when it comes to you and your personal choices and doing things like somebody can give you some advice, somebody can give you some advice and tell you how they did things and you can do exactly what they tell you to do and it still may not work for you that way because your life is not their life. You have to you just got to do it. You got to find your way. But most times if somebody do give you some good advice, most times it does work. But I'm just saying a lot of times what worked for me may not work for you. But that don't make me wrong. What works for you may not work for me. Don't make you wrong. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Addiction and recovery. The chapter ties to her journey of sobriety. It's not just about stopping destructive habits, but about finding peace without needing proof. Yes, that's the thing. We just the first step to healing is acceptance. Accept yourself the way you are. You don't need nobody to tell you who you are in order for you to feel like you are enough or for order for you to feel like you are important or in order for you to love yourself. You need to love yourself. I'm telling you, if you care so much on the about the outside world, the external world, it's a recipe for disaster. I promise you. You will always be insecure caring about other people shit. Other people feel the way they feel based off of their life experiences. That's I hate saying I love saying this, but it makes me sometimes I ain't even gonna say irritating. It hurts me sometimes that it takes long for takes so long for people to realize the power that they have, you know. Glennon's breakthrough was understanding she didn't need tick marks to prove she was enough. Healing means shifting from self-monitoring to self-acceptance. Like I just said, you got to accept yourself. Accept. A lot of times people think they aren't important, or they think less of themselves because somebody else think less of you. Just because they think less of you, most of these people are followers. Most of these people are followers, and they're thinking less of you because you ain't following the crowd. They feel like because, oh, I got a pair of Jordans, or everybody got a fucking pair of Jordans. Everybody got a fucking pair of Jordans. That's following the fucking trend. Most people want Jordans. It's just like having a fucking iPhone. Most people got iPhones because they want to feel important. They want to feel like they're important or something. I can't. I can only imagine how many people switched over to iPhone just to be in a conversation, just to say, I got an iPhone, just to be around that popular person who has an iPhone. Follower, follower. Anybody with an iPhone, follower. Yeah, anybody with an iPhone. Yeah, like I was saying, sometimes when you don't follow the crowd, they're going to call you weird. Because you are weird. You don't everybody in the room looks the same. Everybody dressed the same. But when you look different, of course you're going to be weird. You're not copying off of everybody. Everybody got on the same fucking shoes. Whenever a pair of Jordans come out, everybody getting them bitches. I don't know why. And then most people they wear them and then want to sell them right after that. I just never understood. I never understood. I don't know. I will never understand that. I will never understand. So understand, a person who is sure of themselves and have respect for themselves and others, they're not going to call you weird if you dress a certain way. They're not going to call you names because you don't look like everybody else in society. They're not going to do that, you know? So like I said, accept yourself. Once you accept yourself, ain't nobody else got a choice but to accept you. If they don't want to accept you, you ain't got to pay attention to them. That's the thing. People don't realize you get paid. We go to work and get paid money, right? And paying people money for their time is just like paying attention. When you pay attention to me, you're giving me energy. You're giving me what I want because you're paying me with your energy. Your attention on me is you giving me your energy. I'm siphoning your fucking energy. And thank you. And I appreciate that. So that's what I was trying to get somebody to understand the other day. Like, because I was talking about how my posts can make like the stuff that I post. I do the shit for fun. I love, content creation. But some of the stuff I post can hurt people's feelings. And I need people to understand my intention is not to hurt nobody feelings. My intention is to inspire people. And depending on where you at in your mind, you're going to take it a certain way. You're either going to take it as inspiration or something to learn from or something to look into, or you're going to take it as offense. It's up to you. You choose. Like I always say, you choose your own reaction. I didn't make you mad. You chose mad as your reaction. So that's another thing we need to start taking accountability. I understand that some people can provoke you, and that can I understand. I've been there. And that's the thing. People will only try to provoke you because they're looking for a specific reaction. I feel like I said this about 18, 30 times this week. They're only provoking you because they're looking for a reaction, a specific reaction. Your reaction is like gold to them. That's what they want. Once you give it to them, you did exactly what they wanted you to do. So ignore. You just gotta ignore. I'm telling you, ignore. Ignoring will. I'm telling you, it works. Just ignore. They will eventually get tired and they will stop. Whatever the fuck is going on, they will stop. I promise you. They're gonna feel awkward continuing something that you're not even paying attention to. Once you pay them with your attention, they know they got you. So understand. Um, Okay. So big takeaway from this chapter. Freedom doesn't come from keeping score. It comes when you stop needing proof that you're good enough. So an example for that would be hey, I'm my name is Free. My name is Free. I have a bachelor's degree here. I do this. I work here. I got this many awards, this and that. What do you think about me? Because I know you think highly of me because I got all of this material stuff. Yeah, weird, weird. So, a lot of people, they keep track of their material things. The material things is the reason they feel good about themselves. If you take their friends, they're gonna feel less of themselves. You're gonna feel less of themselves. That's why I sometimes I do try to preach being alone. Be alone. Learn to love your own company. Because if you don't like your own company, you're gonna always try to find somebody to be in your company. You're gonna always try to find somewhere to be. You're gonna always, hey, you trying to smoke? Hey, you trying to do this, do that? Sit the fuck down and sit with your thoughts. Learn to love your own company. I understand being alone with your thoughts is scary sometimes. It is. But you have to, in order to get to it, you gotta go through it. You can't go over, you gotta go through it. You have to. You have to. No matter what, you have to. It's vital. Um So Glennon, she encourages us to release rigid control and step into trust, presence, and worthiness without external measures. Step into yourself without feeling controlled or pressured by outside validation or other people's words. A lot of times you don't even know these people. Like on social media, I can only imagine. Um I can only imagine how comments can really affect a person. But most of the time, people who saying mean stuff in the comments on social media, they have no life. A lot of times it's people close to you and they're making fake pages. A lot of times it's people who just, they just don't have a life. Their goal every day, they look forward to making somebody's day miserable by using words. you know. A lot of people they live a lot of people are just fat as fuck behind a screen bullying people online. They're fat and they're eating bonbons and cheese balls. They breath stink. They and then they got cheese dust all on their fucking hands and then touching their fucking computer. It's just nasty. Those are the kind of people that be on in your comments saying negative shit about you and you ain't never did shit. So don't ever get mad at that. They mad because they ain't in your position. Anyway, um so in there, okay, she had also said the tick marks on my calendar were proof I was controlling myself. But freedom doesn't come from controlling yourself. Freedom comes when you stop needing proof. Freedom comes when you stop needing the validation, when you stop caring about other people's opinions, when you stop caring about what society told you to be. Just be you. You don't have to wear a costume because society told you to wear a costume. Be you, and people will grab the right people. I'm telling you, be you, right people will gravitate towards you. Stop feeling scared because of society. Society's box. Everybody want to put you in society's box. Bitch, that just I don't fit in that box. I'm too big for that box. You know, you are too. You are too big for society's box. Control. Oh shit. Control versus freedom. Tick marks made Glennon feel safe, but also trapped. Addiction and recovery. Sobriety isn't just about not drinking, it's about finding peace without constant proof. External validation. Too often we measure ourselves by tallies, likes, approval, not by inner truth. So even on social media, a lot of people they're addicted to social media because of like their main focus is seeing how many likes they got, because they only feel validated by the likes. Oh, I got this many likes. Oh, there was even a time where I s- I witnessed this person. They had an event, right? And this person, she was looking on her story, on her Facebook story, and she saw when she advertised her event, she saw that like 2K people viewed it. So she assumed that a lot of people was gonna come to this event because 2K people viewed it. That ain't how shit works. Some people just view and just go past. It is really not about um shut up. Shut up. Oh my god. Anyways, you is funny as shit. I didn't take your topics, but this was a situation that I witnessed. So I have to tell it, but it definitely sounded like a topic we talked about. But anyway, yeah, so external validation, null and void. The only validation you should take externally is from somebody that's probably on the same path as you or close, and they are successful, and you want to get to that point. Then you could probably care about their opinion or their validation. But most times outside validation is definitely going to make you depressed because you're going to keep craving it. You're going to keep doing things to get that validation. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that at all. True self-worth. The real shift is trusting we are enough without keeping score. So like I said, you better know you that bitch. You better know you that king, that queen. You better know it. Should nobody be able to tell you nothing. A lot of times people like a lot of times people will have this thought of you, or let's say somebody have this opinion of you and they think, oh, this person ugly. And because they think you're ugly, they think you should not be confident. You don't have the right to be confident. Why this bitch confident? I think she ugly. Why is she confident? Because bitch, your opinion don't fucking matter to me. Outside validation don't fucking matter. What happened to my music? Wait a minute. Oh, I've been playing that for an hour. Okay. Anyway, yeah, because your fucking opinion don't matter to me. People be wanting their opinion of you to matter so much. Like, bitch, you think I'm ugly. What you think about me ain't got nothing to do with me. That is none of my business. I don't think that about me. So I could care less about what you think. I only want to hear from the people who think like me. I don't care about what you think. I'm could be ugly to you. I don't care. I think I'm sexy as shit. Can't nobody tell me I'm not. Shit. Because your daddy want to eat my ass. But anyway, let us continue. Okay, so for anybody out there, do you have your own tick mark? Something you use to measure if you're good enough? I used to have some tick marks. I remember I used to see. I like to talk. I like to talk a lot. Um, I like to look at myself and talk. Like I said before, I said earlier this week in one of my videos on YouTube. I used to get in trouble for sitting on the sink in our bathroom when I was young, sitting on the sink and talking to myself in the mirror. I used to look forward to doing that, to having the bathroom to myself. And I would lock the door and sit on the sink. Sometimes I would even draw a mustache and just be in the mirror acting like I'm just reporting something. And I would flare my nose up like this and I would sound like a man. I don't know why I did it, but I always did it. I used to get in trouble. It was times when my uncle, my mom, they would put their ear to the door and listen to me talk to myself. I don't know what I used to say. I just remember that I used to be in the mirror so all the time talking. I don't know what point I was making. Oh yeah, yeah, so my tick marks was, yeah, like I said, I love to talk. I've always loved to talk and have weird conversations. But I used to try to be quiet because I was told that that's how women are supposed to be. I would always like if I was in a group setting and they're having a nice conversation, I would jump in it sometimes, but the energy around the circle would be like, shut up, you don't need to be talking. So I automatically I kind of I was conditioned to like shut up, just shut up, you're a woman, shut up. So me me shutting up was a reason for me to feel like I was enough. I'm better than her because I don't talk. Another one is I remember years ago I was in a relationship and I had, this person had to do some, they had to go away. They had to go to another state. And I waited for them. And I waited and I took pride. I took pride in waiting for him. I did. I even told dudes would try to talk to me and I would tell them, no, I'm loyal. And any guy that I told this to, I would tell him like, yeah, my dude, he in jail or fuck, fuck. I wasn't trying to say all that. I was trying to disguise it, but fuck it, it's out. But I would tell them, yeah, that my guy he gone or whatever. But I'm loyal, and I used to wear it like a badge of honor, thinking that like these dudes they dream to have a girl like me. But that whole time, anytime I would tell a dude this shit, like, yeah, I wait for mine, this I or whatever, they would look at me. I can't explain it. They would look at me in disgust, like, you a dumb bitch. Why would you be waiting for this nigga? And I don't regret it because that's just who I was at the time. No matter what, any man, you would want a woman like that to be there for you if you was the type of man that was in and out of state, right? In and out of state, you would want a woman to be there for you if you would want that. So I don't regret it. Will I do it again? Fuck no. Hell no. I love myself a little more now. I love myself way more than that now. But I don't regret it at all. Cause no matter what, it helped me to be who I am today. Hmm. So yeah, that's a tick mark. Cause I used to think that I ain't gonna I used to tell people all the time, yeah, I waited this long amount of time for a dude. And I thought that made me wifey material. But in order for people to know that I did it, I had to keep telling them it. Like, stop doing that to yourself, ladies in gen. Stop doing that. Like, ugh. Sometimes I think about it, it's like, damn, why would you do that to yourself? How do you know when you're living free versus when you are controlling yourself? I know I'm living free when I'm just careless. I'm optimistic, careless. I'm not when I can just be me. And I know there's people around and I just don't care. A lot of times we think about, let me not do this because it might make them but when you in your own world, when you just really don't care what nobody think, it's so much power in that. I can't even explain. What would it look like if you trusted yourself without proof? Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna have to think on that. I really don't know. What? See, I'm tired of these people taking my fucking money. Damn. Auto pay be fucking robbing me. Shit. Anyway, hmm. I'm blue. I'm blue. Anyway, fuck. I didn't know I even set up fucking auto pay for Ameren. That just blew the fuck out of me, man. I guess. Here you go. You always got okay. Anyway, okay, I'm at 48 minutes. This chapter reminds us that worth isn't earned by tick marks, approval, or control. It's something we already carry inside us. So, with that, um, you already come in this world with all your superpowers. You come in with your memory wiped. You just gotta find that shit again. You gotta remember it. You gotta remember you that bitch. You gotta remember that. You already are, but societal norms and the social conditioning that we go through will make you believe you don't have that. It's like we're under all of this social conditioning because it's supposed to hide your superpowers. It's supposed to hide, too many. If everybody in the world knew who they was and operated in their confidence, I can't even put into words. I can't even put into words. But I can feel it. I feel it, we'd be unstoppable. We'd be unstoppable. So this week, notice where okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all to start journaling. Journal. And this is my journal. I write notes in here, and sometimes uh when I think of something and I'm feeling something like deep, like yesterday or last night, I was listening to I forgot what I was listening to. Hold on. I forgot what I was listening to, but I wrote it down. It took me back. It took me somewhere mentally. Like I felt like I was in the past, and it was just like I didn't even want to leave. And I don't know what it was, but it was nice. It was a nice feeling. It really was a nice feeling. So yeah, notice where you're keeping score with yourself and try letting one of those tick marks go. Let them go. Stop. I'm trying to think of a good example. If you I don't know, just stop. Just love yourself. Just love yourself. And I know that's easier said than done, because it took me a long time to start loving myself. I'm not fully healed. Healing is a process that takes a lifetime. You learn new shit every fucking day. So don't ever think you're going to always get to that, oh, I'm healed, I know everything. The more that I learn, the more I realize I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. And some people be thinking I know stuff. I don't know shit. I don't know shit. It's so much secrets in this world we living in. But anyway, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. For whoever tuned in, I truly, truly appreciate it. My bill is like 200. That means more of us. You're right. More of us are healed. Yeah. Don't say whoever. Thank you, ATW Tavo, for tuning in and crazy. I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, free your mind. Free your mind Sunday. Until next time, free your mind and remember, you don't need proof to know you're enough. You don't need that proof. Bitch, it's already in you. It's in you. It's not on you, it's in you. And that's why they can't pinpoint. That's why they can't copy you, because it's in you. That's why they get mad at you. You, whoever watching this is why they get mad at you, because they can't imitate. What's in you is natural. It's in you, but they try to imitate it and they can't. When you imitate something, it's not you. So eventually the mask is going to fall off, and they're mad at you for that. They're mad at you for that. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to Free World TV. Um, hold on. Thank you for tuning in to Free World TV. As I always say, through every struggle, a statement is made. Next week, we are going to read the chapter called Algorithms. That is a very short chapter. It's like really one page. Algorithms. Then we might do gatherings after that. We might do 2 chapters next week. So stay tuned. And again, if you are interested in following this read, I did get this book off of Amazon. I got it off Amazon. I said TikTok before, but nah. TikTok ain't trying to let me make no money off of it. So freak it. I got this off of Amazon. So this is a really good read. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful, blessed morning. I'm on my weekend. I'm finna give me some rest. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know what to say. I'm dragging it. I'm dragging it. Let me shut up and go. Keep the work up, Shotty. You too, Shotty. You too, Shotty. But y'all have a beautiful, blessed day, and y'all stay warm, stay cool, and be safe. Be very safe. Drive safe. Have safe sex. Stop going in these girls raw. Stop letting these men go in y'all raw. Use protection. Cut his dick off. All of that.